Hi, this is Monica, and I just wanted to share a card I made for Jen Evers. She's in the hospital and she's very sick, and so I found out through Sherry Wolf and Tina Kappa on their channels that they were asking for people to send cards to Jen and to pray for her to get better. She basically had a kidney transplant, and she was rushed to the hospital with severe pain. Then they thought that she needed to have her gallbladder removed. They did that, sent her home, and then discovered that that wasn't the case, that she actually received a certain virus through the kidney transplant, and they just have to monitor very carefully so she doesn't lose the kidney. So anyway, so if you could send prayers her way, and if you're able to make a card, that would be wonderful. I asked Sherry Wolf for her address, and I'll be sending this out hopefully tomorrow. But you can check either Sherry or Tina Kappa's channels. I think Jen Evers also has a video that she actually did in the hospital, so check either one of those channels out. So the card I made, I used a corrugated card base from Michaels, and I painted this Glamour Dust ice crystal on the card just to give it a little bit of a shine to it and a sparkle. And I'll show you close up afterwards on the back, so it'll probably be easier to see. The papers I used were from Simple Stories Homespun, and this is the packaging. And I used basically these two papers. It's like a burgundy and a floral print. I just used a doily from my stash, and the image I used was a Magnolia Tilda image. I think it's Tilda with Spitz pockets. I don't happen to have the stamp in front of me. I put her away already, but I showed a sample of the stamp in a previous video or two. And then I used both the oval and the scalloped oval Spellbinders dies to cut that out. And I inked around all the edges with my Tim Holtz frayed burlap. And I also had seen on Sybil B's channel that she's been using an embossing powder called Frantage, and I picked it up, and I love the look that she's created on her cards. And I used the Age Silver Frantage on my card, and I'll show you. It has a little bit of a shine. I put it on the edge of the doily, and then you can see the shimmer, the little dots over the front top of the card. So that's the Frantage. And then on her hair ties, you can see how it sparkles a little bit. I used my clear Wink of Stella on that. And then I colored up my Tilda image with my Copic markers. And I wanted to color her dress in burgundy because that is Jen's favorite color. And then these, let me just show you the shimmer from the paint I used. See the sparkle instead of the plain craft. So I added that, painted it on, and then just let that dry. And there's my name stamp with some of the scraps, and then a little piece of like cream colored burlap that I stuck on it as well. And then these little gold halfback pearls, I just received those from Nicole, and they're from Queen & Company, and Nicole is from Colby's 1981. And those are the pearls I added to the corners of the card. because I didn't want the card to be too bulky. I just wanted to mail it out as soon as possible. So I didn't add too much. I just added a tiny little organza bow with a little pearl in the center. That was it. On the inside, I used some more scraps of paper. And then I cut out a tag and added a little bit of a green ribbon to it. It's kind of flopping around there. And then I used that scallop die from MFT Dynamics, and I think it's called Small Scallop. I just kept it in this packaging with my tab die, but that's what the die looks like. And I cut that out in white cardstock, like a textured cardstock. The heart I punched out with this, I believe it's from Fiskars. Yeah, it is. It's a little ladybug punch. And it's a heart. And I attached that to the tag. And then my white eyelet trim. I love this stuff. It already has a sticky back to it, and it's from Recollections. I believe it's discontinued, but it's like a white crocheted lace. And I added that to the tag and inked around all the edges with my frayed burlap. And the Feel Better sentiment came from My Favorite Things, and it's Pure Innocence Bear Hugs. I just used the Feel Better. And I was going to use this girl image, but I'm not sure if Jen likes those images as much. I definitely know she likes the Tildas and the Besties, so that's why I ended up changing out the image and using her instead. And then, again, here's the back. And that's it. So, here's my Get Well card for Jen. And like I said, if you wish to send a card, I know Sherry Wolf and I believe Tina Kappa also have her address. And you could send that to her home, and I believe her husband is bringing them to the hospital. I'm not sure how long she'll be in the hospital for. But anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for all your support. Take care.